culture's in a mess because I believe the church is in a mess. I believe we've constructed a convenient Christianity that's not biblical Christianity. The result has been an impotent church declining in impact on the society at large, and it's producing some things, and there are three marks to it. And I want to talk about those here on Spotlight. By the way, I hope you'll go online and watch the full sermons on this subject on Facebook or on YouTube, our YouTube channel, or on raymccallum.com. This is an important series, Ask for the Old Paths. Now, this convenient Christianity is a new path. It's not the old path of biblical Christianity, and it has three marks. It is a counterfeit Christianity. It produces a casual Christianity, and it is a crossless Christianity. Let's take them one at a time. We'll begin with this one on this episode. It is a counterfeit Christianity. Bishop J.C. Ryle, the great English Anglican theologian, said there is a common worldly kind of Christianity today that many have and think they have enough. It is a cheap Christianity which offends nobody and requires no sacrifice, which costs nothing and is worth nothing. A counterfeit Christian calls Jesus Lord, Lord, but does not do what he says. Luke 6:46, Jesus said, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, and when you don't do what I say?" David Platt comments, "Clearly, people who merely profess to believe in Jesus are not assured eternity in heaven. On the contrary, only those who obey Jesus will enter his kingdom." He says Jesus is not saying that our works are the basis for our salvation, but in our rush to defend grace. Oh, and this is so what I see today. So many churches just rush every Sunday to preach and teach, to defend grace, the concept of God's grace. But he says we cannot overlook the obvious in what Jesus is saying here. Only those who are obedient to the words of Christ will enter the kingdom of Christ. Counterfeit Christians are those who hear the word but don't do the word, according to the Epistle of James. And he says, thereby they deceive their own selves. Jesus said that the entrance is through a narrow gate, not a broad gate, a narrow gate. He said the broad gate, the broad way, is the way that many enter, and there's destruction at the end. He said the way, after you get through the gate, not only is the gate narrow, the way is narrow. And he said the other way is a broad way that leads to destruction, and many go in there. In Matthew 7:21-23, close of the Sermon on the Mountain, this is the scariest passage in the Bible to me. He said, "Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, many will say, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? Have we not cast out demons in your name and done many wonders in your name?" So apparently they're charismatics. "And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness." Counterfeit Christians are those who compartmentalize their religion, their faith, Sunday morning and then the rest of the time. Friends, this is put your soul in peril. And if you have enough of it in the church, it weakens the church and the culture goes downhill. And an old Puritan said this in the Biblical Illustrator Commentary: "A saving religion is not that which is just up in the air, but that which plants its sacred feet on the solid earth of daily life. Such a religion is exceedingly difficult, and there is one power alone which can accomplish it in us, and that is the power of God. If you have the kind of Christianity that is calling Jesus Lord and not doing what he says, not following him every day, throughout the day, in all your dimensions of life, he may say no to you. I'm not trying to frighten anybody. I'm just saying there are so many counterfeit Christians today filling our church pews that it's frightening. And it's diluted the power and the effectiveness and the impact that the church has been called to have upon the culture. It's a counterfeit Christianity. And it's the fruit of this convenient Christianity that we constructed as a new path, a new way to get to God. And it ain't going to work. All right, next time we'll look at the second mark of convenient Christianity. Till then, check out this whole series online and let me know what you think.